Always welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn about delete method in Pl Sql Collection. Okay, so let's start the tutorial. Okay, so the Pl Sql Collection procedure delete removes element from the collection. Okay, this collection method can be used with all three type of collections, that is nested table, v-array and associative array. Collection procedure delete is an overloaded procedure, which means we can use same procedure in three different ways. I have explained these three different ways here, and I have explained with example also. But before that, let's understand what these three ways are. Okay, so the first one is using this delete keyword without using any parameter. So this delete is like simple procedure call without any parameter. If the Pl Sql procedure delete is used without any parameter, then it will remove all the collections. Whatever element we are passing in our collection type variable, it will delete all the collection. Okay. Now the second type is delete with a parameter, and what will be the parameter? The index number will be the parameter. Okay. So procedure call with a single parameter. Here we will be passing single parameter. Okay, so this single parameter is the valid index number of the collection, and collection procedure delete called by passing a valid index number will remove the element of that specific index. Okay, so whatever index number we will mention, it will be removing that element which is actually associated with this index number. Okay, now the third one is this delete procedure with two different parameters, the starting index and the ending index. Okay, so procedure call with two parameters. This way of calling delete procedure is termed as, this procedure is termed as range delete. Okay, we are giving a range, start index and end index. Okay, in this way of calling we have to specify two indexes, and the procedure deletes the range of elements which it goes down. Yeah, in this way of calling we have to specify two indexes, and the procedure deletes the range of elements which fall between start index and ending index. Okay, so I'll show you all these three things with examples. Okay, so the first example would be without parameter. We will just use delete keyword to delete the element. When I'm saying element, it means the value what we are passing here. These are the elements, these are the numbers what we are passing in our v-array type, v-var type variable. Okay, so let me explain you the example first. So here in our declaration section, I have created a type first, my nested table, which is of table type, and this is gonna store number type of value. Okay, and then I have created a variable called v_var, which is of this type, my nested table, which is having some value as 10, 20, 30 and 40. Now in our begin section, what I've done here, what I'm doing, v_var dot delete. So when I'll call this procedure, this method, you can say this delete method, it will be deleting all the data whatever I have passed here. So if we will not run this code, then we will get the output whatever the index number what we are giving. Okay, so as we are taking print from the first index, v_var, this is index number 1. Okay, so at first position we have element as 10, so we will get value as 10. But when we will run this code, in that case we will not get any value, because all the data whatever we have passed here will get deleted because of this delete method. Okay, I'll show you this example by running it in our SQL workshop. So I copied it and pasted in our SQL workshop. Now run this code. So it will say, it will give us some subscript beyond count, because whatever we have passed here, the thing is not getting counted actually. Let me comment this line and now run this code. So we are getting value at index 1 is 10. Index 1, the value of index 1 is 10. Okay, so because we have not run this code, then it's working fine, but when we are calling this delete method, so it's gonna delete all the elements from this place and we will not be getting any value. So that's why we will be getting the error as subscript beyond count. Okay, hope this example is clear to you. Let me show you another example. Let's come down. Sorry. So this is another example with one parameter. So we will be passing some parameter here, actually one parameter here, and then we will see what happens. Okay, so again the same thing I've done here. Type, I've declared a type first, then I've declared a variable of this type, and in the begin section I'm just taking the print out. I'm just taking the print somehow like this, index 5 value. Before delete we have this value, we underscore at index 5 we will get what is the value, and then we will run this delete command, and here we have passed some parameter here, and then after running this delete command again we will take the print. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let me copy this code, Ctrl C, and paste it here. Now run this code. So we got no data found. Why we are getting this value? Because you know this thing has been run properly, but because we have run the delete method, and because of this delete method we are not getting any value here, so we are getting this no data found error. Okay, so we can actually handle this error no problem using our exception thing and if block or whatever. So we can handle this. I'll show you another example where I'm catching this error. Actually I'll show you. So as you can see, I've written output will be no data found because the element associated with index 5 has been deleted. Okay, now let me show you another example to avoid this no data found. As you can see, so here what I have done, after declaring these two things, type and variable, in the begin section what I have done, I have written I'm taking the print of index value 5. Okay, after doing this, okay, I'll show you. Let me scroll it right. So as you can see, I'm taking the output using dbms underscore output package. Then I've run this delete command. So again, when I run this command, the element associated with index number 5 will get deleted. But now I want to handle that no data found error. So for that, what I have done here, if v underscore var dot exists, this is again another method. So if it exists, then we will get the print value something like this. But if otherwise, it will say us that data is deleted. So here we are handling the error actually using this f command. Okay, whenever it will exist we will get the value. If it will not exist, we will get output as data is deleted. Okay, so let me copy this code and run this code here in our SQL workshop, and let's see how this no data found is getting handled here. Run it. So as you can see, we got the first line output of first line, output of this line actually. Okay, dbms underscore output package, and the value at index number 5. And then because we have run this command, this delete command, again this thing is getting executed. It is not finding any value here, so we are getting it get into else block, and we are getting this thing, data is deleted. Okay, hope the example is clear to you. Now let me show you another example. Yeah, example. Now this time what we are doing, we will be passing two parameters. First will be starting index and second parameter will be ending index. Okay, so let's come down, and here as you can see, I have declared two things. First thing is type, and another thing is variable of this type. So after declaring the variable, what I've done here, I'm just I've run this command var.delete, this delete method, and here we are passing two parameters, 2 and 6. 2 means the second index, second number index, and sixth number index. Okay, so after doing this, we have a for loop here for I in 1 to vware dot last. So whatever the last value will be after, so see what it's gonna do, it's gonna delete all the things in between 2 and 6. So if you can see here, whatever the element we have, at index number 1 we have 10, at index number 2 we have 20, 3 we have 30, 4 we have 40, 50, 60, 70. So when we will be seeing index number 2 to 6, it means 2, 3, 4, sorry, yeah. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here to here, everything will get deleted when we are passing these two values, these two index values. So we are giving a range to this delete method. So it's gonna delete from it's gonna delete the elements from here to here. Okay. So after doing this delete method, what I have done here, under for loop I have written I in 1 to var last. So after deleting, it will take the last value, and if the value exists, we'll take the output. Okay. So it will count, the count will start from first, number 1, and it will go till end. Okay. So then if it exists, then we will be getting the value, and if block get ended, and then I'm ending the loop and then end the final end thing. Okay. Now let's copy this code and run in our SQL workshop. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, so we got only two outputs. Index at 1, the value is 10. Index at 7, index number 7 having value is 70, because in between all the values we have deleted using this delete method. Okay, hope the example and concept is clear to you. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you understood all the things, the concept of delete method. That's it for today. Thanks for watching very much.